day today is aim. Aim is a verb. Number one is point or direct at a target. And number two is have the intention of achieving. As a noun, it's a purpose or intention, a desired outcome. And number two, the directing of a weapon or object at a target. So please try to use the word of the day aim in your speeches, in table topics, and also in your conversation and deliver your speech. Now that I have introduced you with our theme of the day and word of the day, let me introduce you to our general evaluator, Mala.
Thank you, Borona. Based on my name, General Evaluator, so I will evaluate the whole meeting, everything that takes place throughout the meeting. I will also evaluate based on the edu speaker speech, and also I will point out the effective and which one is effective points, and also any things or suggestion for improvement. Thank you, and back to you, Borona.
I think you need to call your timer, Mala.
Oh, yeah. So this meeting will also be supported by the timer, Toastmaster Melita. Please explain about your role.
Yes, as timer, I will time your time speaking, so it could be on track. For table topic sessions, you have 1 to 2 minutes. If my background is green, it means that you have reached the minimum 1 minute. And it's changed to yellow, it means 1 minute and 30 seconds. When it comes to red, it means 2 minutes and you need to wrap up your speech. For Dini, as our educational presentation speaker, green will be 10 minutes, yellow 11 minutes, and red 12 minutes. And then for Mala, for the educational presentations evaluations, green 2 minutes, yellow 2 minutes and 30, red 3 minutes. I think that's all. Back to you, Mala.
Thank you, timer. And I will return the control back to Ibu Rona.
Thank you very much, GE and timer, who have introduced your roles. Now, let me call our table topic master, DTM Arlan, who will guide us and direct us for the table topics session today. Arlan, time is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Bu Rona. Good evening, everybody. I'll be your table topic master tonight, and let me explain what table topic is. Well, this is a very long-standing tradition in Toastmasters. We've been doing this many years. The intention is just to help members develop their ability to organize their thoughts quickly in a response to an impromptu questions or an unexpected questions or topic here. So if you come home late, for instance, and your wife is waiting right at the doorstep with a frying pan, and you're supposed to be home at 6, but you arrive at 8 o'clock, you gotta be ready to answer the questions. Where have you been in the last 2 hours? Now you have to quickly give your answer without any hesitations. Number 1, I had a flat tire, then you elaborate. Number 2, I had to push my bike to the place where I can fix it. Then you elaborate. And number 3, I stopped by to buy martabak for you because I know you like martabak. So these are the things that you have to elaborate. Because when you somehow bump into your manager, your CEO, and then the CEO is asking, give me the status of our sales today. Then you have to quickly answer and give a very descriptive information. Yeah. Now today we like to practice giving your impromptu speech. Time is 1 minute minimum and maximum is 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Yeah. Okay, let me share the Anybody would like to try first? All right, anybody? Oh yeah, this questions has been explained by Burona, so I will skip this one. Okay, anybody would like to try? Maybe Bu Steny?
I'll give it a try first, Pak, so they can see
All
the
right.
example. Yes.
Please describe any leadership role you do in your company. One of my leadership role is to put a person in the right place where they are strong. They have the strength on it. And then other things is arranging the job in such a way that people can work well, and give an example to everybody else. I think that's the rule.
Thank you. That's very good answer. I think leadership is about taking charge, about taking charge. So if nobody else is doing it, so you try to take the initiative to do it. Like what Burona is doing this speechcraft. Very good. Now, anybody else would like to try? Or maybe Bustani can point or pick which one is the next speaker.
Pak Kadek.
Pak Kadek, yes. Okay, let me. Pak Kadek, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, this is the questions.
Is it bad to go with the flow? I think it's not all time we can say it's bad go to the flow. We must see the situation. We must see the opportunity. When we must go with the flow, just go ahead. And if we can not to go with the flow, if we have basically if we have a result, and that I think we can we have a responsibility to do it. I think just keep in mind, and I think we can also to go with not with the flow. It's come back to chance, come back to our opportunity, and I think that's all. Maybe.
That's good. That's good explanation. Go with the flow. I mean, we just accept the situations. That could be good too, yes. When everybody accept the vaccination, yeah, why should we avoid vaccination? So you have to go with the flow. If a lot of people are doing it, so that depends. I agree with Pak Kadek. All right, now next one. Pak Kadek, can you pick somebody else?
Maybe Bu Dian.
Bu Dian. Bu Dian from BMI or from?
BMI.
Oh, okay. So
Pak Arlan, what if when the speaker speak, can you just turn off the share screen so we can see the speaker in the full screen?
Oh, I turn off the share screen?
So during the speaker, I mean during the table topic speaker speech, and then you can share again after that.
All right.
Yeah, so we can see the
back and
speaker.
forth. Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, back and forth.
Okay, Budian, I'll show the next.
Okay, Pak Arlan.
Okay, one minute. Okay, Budian, you're ready?
The subject is, do you always go with the flow, right?
Yes, right.
Yes, okay. I think I'm not always. It's depend, like Pak Arlan said, that it's depend on the condition. For example, when the condition in my job asks me to follow the wrong decision, everybody, all the leader have the wrong decision, that it's not match with the aim of the product. Our factory, of course, I'm as a quality assurance have to have a courage to show my opinion, and I hope even I not follow the flow, but all the member of the factory can understand that this is the aim of the factory. That's only a example. I think that's Pak Arlan.
That's very good. Very good. Yes. Sometimes in answering this impromptu speech, sorry, questions, what we need to do is just get the framework first, then put the ideas into this framework. There is one method that called PrEP: point, reason, example, and point. So point is, do you always go with the flow? And you explain. And then reason, why do you always go with the flow? And then example. And you just pick one example that happened to you. Then after that, you repeat again, rephrase again. Okay. I share the screen again. Amel?
Yes, Pak.
You know, I'm a bit slow. What is the next one? So, Bu Dian, can you pick somebody else?
Will pick Tinton.
Yes, who is?
Tineke.
Bu Tineke?
Yes.
Okay, Bu Tineke, this is the questions. What happens if you don't go with the flow? Hello, Bu Tineke? It seems that Bu Tineke is not here.
It's here.
She was here previously.
Okay.
Maybe Bu
Vivi. Vivi Christofina.
Okay, Bu Fifi.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Can you help to repeat again the question because I just joined the Zoom.
Ah, okay. Do you always go with the flow? That's the questions.
Do I always go with the flow? I'm not sure if I always go with the flow because sometimes, if I always go with the flow means when I'm doing something, I always do based on my plan. But sometimes what I have planned, uh, it's not always came in the actual what in the actual condition. So
You're muted, Bu Fifi.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I will repeat again. So the question is, do I always go with the flow? And in my opinion, my personal opinion, I'm not sure if I always go with the flow because means go with the flow if I do something and what I do is based on what I've planned. But in the reality, sometimes I do something that it's not based on my plan. In example, today I plan to go to 3 places, but at the end, in the reality, I only go to 2 places. So it depends on the conditions. So sometimes what I'm expecting is not based on the reality. Oh, no, the reality is not based on what I expected. That's all.
That's all. Okay, thank you
Yes,
very
thank
much.
you.
Sometimes it's good to personalize your answer. So that means you give your personal experience of what
Yeah,
happens in your day to day.
yes,
That's something that you can drag on.
yes,
Sometimes you can speak 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and this short time is very important. And
yes.
sometimes during the elevator speed, as trip to your floor, you meet up with someone who is very,
Mhm.
very important. And within the 2 or 3 minutes, you can talk about what you can do, what you can, develop a company, yeah, which can
Yeah,
be very, very useful for you.
yeah, thank you.
Sometimes table topic can be also called elevator speech. All right. Now, Bu Fifi, maybe you can pick somebody else.
Mm, Koroni.
Okay, Pak Roni. The next questions will be, sorry, stuck. Have we taken this questions? Not yet. Okay, Pak Roni, are you ready? This is the questions.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Arlan. Thank you, Sister Vivi. And good evening for everybody. The question is, do you always use your own initiative at work? This is quite a hard question, I think, because if you work in my personal opinion, if you work based on the systems on the company, you cannot do your initiative at work. I mean, everything was already well organized, and there is a stage you have to go through. You cannot do whatever you want to do. I think especially if you have a superior, and you have your own boss, so you have to work based on the small planning on the company, and also you have to work based on the big planning on the company. So I think that's all.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I think initiative is very important to everybody in our life, personally, professionally. It's very, very important. Yes. Okay, but Ronnie, your answer is very systematic, very fast, but it gives a lot of meaning. Would you like to pick somebody else, Ronnie? Oh, yes. Let me ask the timer. Do we have still time?
I think we don't have any more time, Pak.
Okay, but Ronnie, I think this is...
It's lucky me, but thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So I like to give the control back to... Who's the Tom just now?
Me, Rona.
Rona.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Arlan, for leading our tonight's table topics. And I hope that the speechcrafter learn on impromptu speeches or making a speech which is not prepared. And this is a very useful skill in our life. Next, I think this is the long-awaited moment for the speechcrafter to deliver their speeches and to release your anxiety and to have fun together. So now we will have three breakout rooms for you to deliver your speech, and you will be evaluated by your guides or mentors. But please do notice on how they evaluate you, because in the future sessions, you will have the chance to be an evaluator. So please do pay attention on the positive and what feedback you need to give to your fellow Toastmaster or fellow speechcrafter. So now, without further ado, Amelia, are we ready to have the breakout room?
I'm in the process of making. Some names I cannot find, and can you write your name completely so I can assign it?
There are two people missing, Sandy and Yuanita.
Okay, wait.
I think the rest, I think they have their name except Tinaka, which you Stinton.
Okay, Juanita. Juanita yang nggak ada ya, Bu ya?
Ya, Juanita sama Sandy yang nggak ada. Okay, Pak Arlan, maybe you can call Ronnie while waiting for Amelia.
Yeah, please.
to have the table topic.
Oh, okay. Pak Ronnie?
Yeah, Pak Arlan.
Maybe you can pick somebody else.
Bu Tineke.
Bu Tineke?
Yeah.
Yes, Bu Tineke, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here, but I didn't, starting from the beginning, I've been on and off, so sorry for the internet connection, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, you just get an answer of this question for 1 minute to 3 minutes.
Okay.
They give you the answer.
Let me try. Okay.
Oh, sorry, not this one. Do you always agree with it? Oh, sorry. Is it true that if you just follow the flow, you're like a dead fish? That's the question.
Yes, I think so. I believe that if we just follow with the flow, it's like a dead fish. Yes, I think it's correct. Because, why should we follow the mainstream if we just believe in ourselves that we have our choices, that we have our point of view, so we are free to choose. And then I think it's a very important nowadays in our life that we have a strong faith in ourselves, so we don't go with the flow. I think so.
Is that all?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes. Sometimes we need to give an example of what is the dead fish that you mean. Yeah, it could be something that you experienced before, but that's not easy. Yeah, that's not easy. Yeah. Are we ready?
Yes, Pak.
Okay, right.
I would like to announce first that I moved Yuri to the room 3. So later Yuri will be evaluated by either Dini or Melita. Okay, so we can have the same number of speaker in each breakout room. Okay, 30 minutes. The time, guides, please pay attention to the time of the speech and also the evaluation. Okay. Halo Bu Tinaka.
Yes.
Ada invitation untuk join?
Nggak ada.
Udah invite ke breakout room nih.
Ini saya di ini cuman ada saya, Pak Adnan, Bu Amel, lagi.
Kayaknya internet.
On off.
Oh iya, matikan kameranya aja nggak apa-apa Bu. Ya. Bisa Bu? Okay, great.
As my guide. Connect to the room. So I hope you feel better now, improve your public speaking skill, because this is your second speech, although it's not perfect yet because there are still many more to learn. But I think you have the feeling that you feel that you can do it and improve. I think the main thing is to improve, yeah, because it takes time to get to be a very, very good speaker. But our goal is to improve in every sessions and every time when we speak. Okay, next, I think we have our next education presentation, speech purpose, which will be delivered by Dini, who is a public speaking enthusiast. Dini, speech purpose. Time is yours.
Thank you, Burona. All right. So, all right, okay, it's possible for me. Good evening, everyone. Before I start the session, I would like to ask some questions to you first. You can unmute yourself or you can type in the chat. Remember, last 2 sessions, we already talked about selecting a topic and also speech organization. Now, for speech organization. What is the first thing in speech organization? Anyone still remember? Melita said opening. Yes, opening.
Body.
And then after opening, what do you have? The body. And the last one is
Conclusion.
conclusion or the closing. Very good. So you still remember that one. For selecting topics, how can you select the topic of your speech? Remember about that one, about selecting topics. Start from the things that you...
Audience.
Yes, first we have to consider our audience first, correct? And then after that?
You have to know what you are talking about.
You have to know what you're talking about. Very good. And then?
Are you familiar?
Something that you're familiar, because if we talk something that we are familiar, it will be easier for us to tell about the message, right? Okay, Vivi said, understand your topic. Yes, I understand your topic. When we want to say something, it is better we start first from something that we understand. And then don't forget, because we speak for our audience, you have the audience. Don't forget, you have to consider the audience also. What attract them? What interests them? And Burona type about the speech purpose, things that we will talk today. All right, so I want you to imagine like this. You want to have a dinner party, okay? And then you wait until all the guests come. After the guests come, you open the fridge just to see what is inside. What do you think the guests would feel? Would they feel happy with your party? Would they feel comfortable at your party? Of course, as a good host, you take time to prepare everything, right? To think about the occasion, about who will coming, and then what kind of menu that you would like to serve, and so on and so forth. So you have the purpose that you want to achieve when you do something. Am I correct? So okay, I will share my screen.
Its purpose.
Yes, about the speech purpose. Wait. Okay, so this one is about the speech purpose. So speech purpose is just like when we want to do something. When we want to have the party, what is the outcome that we expect? So that one is the speech purpose. And then, so as what Ralph Waldo Emerson said, speech is power. Speech is to persuade, to convert, to compel. That one actually matched to the general purpose of the speech in Toastmasters that I and other guide here got. There are like 4 general purpose in a speech. The first one is to inform, to inspire, to entertain, and to persuade. But in one speech, you can have more than one general purpose. Because why we have to know about our speech purpose, about the purpose of our speech? Because you have to know what is the outcome. As I said, about the outcome that you want to achieve. We don't want to waste our audience time when we talk about something that is not valuable for them, that is not important for them. So from this one, like from the breakout room before, I noticed several that the speech crafter actually already got their speech about the general purpose. Okay, let's try practice, but this one, I have several speech title here. And I want you to decide what is the general purpose from this speech. Okay, you can unmute yourself. The first one, trust is a must. What do you think is the purpose from this speech? Is it to inform, inspire, motivate, or entertain?
Motivate.
Motivate. It can be motivate, yes. And then the second speech, women's right is human rights. Is it inspire, or motivate, inform, or entertain? What do you think?
Inform.
To inform.
Inspire.
It can be inform or inspire. And it also can be both. Very good. How to get your brain to focus?
Inform.
Inform. Yes, very good. And what makes you special?
To persuade.
Persuade.
To persuade. Okay. Anything else? It can serve for more than one.
Inspire.
Inspire.
Motivate.
Inspire. Yes. Can be motivate also. All right. Do you think what makes you special, this one can have, can serve as the entertain? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, can. Yes.
Yes, of course, can. It depends on the way you craft your speech. Okay, now change your life today.
Inspire.
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 Also.
Motivate. All right. Keep pushing harder.
Motivate.
Inspire.
Inspire.
Inspire. The last one.
I
am a coward.
Entertain.
Yes. Entertain. Entertain only. Is it entertain only?
It depends on the body actually.
Depend on the body.
Yeah, you can choose like funny title to get audience interest, but it's just a matter of what's the body on your speech.
True. Yes. Correct. Correct, Pak An. All right. So actually, the I am a coward is a speech title. It's a winning speech title from Stephen Fernando for his humorous speech contest. In humorous speech contest, usually they have, and it have to be entertaining, yet it can be also motivating or inspiring. Okay. All right. Now, before I continue, I would like to ask some of you about your speech today. Okay, I will stop this one first. About your speech today, what is the general purpose of your speech? Someone want to share?
Information.
Who's speaking, sir? Sorry, I cannot. Wait. Yes. Who wants to share their speech today?
Mine is
Ibu Yuri?
about inspiration.
about inspiration.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I want people not to give up when they are suffering depression and anxiety.
Oh, good. Thank you, Busteni. So Busteni already expressed not only the general purpose, but also the specific purpose. Okay, thank you, Busteni. Good example. Another one wants to share.
Maybe me.
Yes, Bu Vivi.
So today my speech is about to inform because
To inform.
my topic for today is about how to deal about the toxic relationship. So I just share about some tips for us to know how to see from how to inform how we can differentiate between the toxic relationship or a toxic person.
Oh, good. So I think, in my opinion, your speech, the general purpose of your speech is not only to inform, but also to motivate, right? How to escape from a toxic relationship. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So Busteni and Bu Vivi already expressed about the specific purpose of their speech also. What is specific purpose? Okay. The specific purpose is, I like to say that one as the core message. Just like when we learn about writing at school, this one is the message that we want to share with our audience. This one is a one sentence statement. This one is things that we want our listener, our audience do after they listen to our speech. So of course, it have to be worded from the audience perspective or their point of view. And this one have to be specific. So you cannot say, for example, by the end of this speech, I want my kid not to, for example, this one is only the example. By the end of this speech, I want my kids not to use drug. Okay, so that one is specific or precise and attainable. The third is the specific purpose should be attainable. Just like when we set our goal should be attainable, realistic, and of course, possible to be achieved. All right. After you have the specific purpose, you can create your speech because you know what do you expect from the audience. Okay, so the general purpose of my speech is I want to inspire my audience. I want to entertain them and also inspire them. So what is the message actually that I want to share to them, that I want them to do or to feel? So you have the call to action, what you want to achieve, what mindset you want to change from your audience. That one is the specific purpose. And that's all from me. I hope later on the breakout room, we will have another breakout room session. We will talk about the specific purpose of your next speech. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you very much, Dini, for sharing about speech purpose today. And this speech purpose will be important to your next speech when you deliver your speech in session 4. So thank you very much, Dini, for your time and for your sharing today. And next, I would like to discuss with you about our preparation for session 4. Let me share a screen. Okay. For session 4, we will have the table topics as we have in every session, but you will have a homework for preparation to deliver your speech with the focus of speech purpose. That's why Dini is giving an edu session today about speech purpose, because it's really, really important to have speech purpose in our speech. What message do you want to give? And what's the purpose of your speech? And so in your base camp, please do read this giving and receiving feedback and about body language. This is a preparation for our next edu session for the body language, so that you have something to read and to learn before our edu session. The body language itself will be your topic or your focus for your speech in session 5. I think that is your preparation for session 4. Any questions at this point? If no questions, then we will have speaker guide workshop. It's 10 minutes where you and your guides will have one-on-one meeting, and you can ask or clarify more on the evaluation and feedback which you have from your evaluators, and points which you can deliver or point for improvement for your future speech. And then secondly, you can discuss about your next speech, what to talk about, with focus on your purpose. Amelia, are you ready for the breakout room?
Yes, I will open the room now.
Okay, so have a good time.
We can, yeah, because we couldn't listen to your speech.
Is everyone here? Is everyone back to the room?
Already.
I think so, yeah. Okay, welcome back, everyone. We are almost toward the end of the session. Do we have a good time, a fun time today? Our general evaluator will give her evaluation of our today's sessions, what is good and what needs to be improved. So let's welcome Mala, our general evaluator today.
Okay, thank you, Burona, for introducing me. So I will start with the edu sessions speech first, which delivered by Toastmaster Dini. So you have opened the speech by asking questions. So this is also a good based on the opening, you can ask questions. So the audience, the participants can relate what you are going to say with the previous information that we got in session 1 and session 2. That is very good. And you also make an analogy of someone preparing the party. And it means we need to prepare, or we need to determine the purpose of our speech. So I think this is the simple analogy to be put in our speech. And then also what I like is we can have opportunity for practicing about the speech purpose with the different titles that you given us. So which one is to inform, which one is to motivate or inspire, and everything. So that is, I think the participants, and now all of us got clear idea about what the speech purpose is. But there is always room for improvement, but because that is the thing that you focus. And then the second, actually, we have the core message about the specific purpose, which is the audience perspective, specific and attainable. I think that one is less explored this time. because maybe you use the time for the question and answer directly to the audience, which is by Vivi and Steny. I think it's that is good, but that is also sometimes consuming time consuming. So I really like, and I think we are all well informed, and you have reached the goal, speaking to inform in this edu session. And please, but just try to make it as the within the time, because we have very limited time. And then also you have say it, motivate us to make a well constructive speech. So that is for the edu speaker. Now for about the meeting itself. So the meeting started at, I think, 7:31. Yeah, which is 1 minute or 2 minutes while waiting. But and also Burona explained about the word of the day, and then also about the theme, and that is very good. It's very clear for us. And but the thing is, if all the participants can be here on time, it will be better, because we will have more option for the table topics. Because I saw many audience just came during the table topic, so they missed the part that Pak Arlan shared. So also for Pak Arlan described about table topic with the jokes, so which is very unique about. It makes me want to eat your martabak, Pak Arlan, from your table topic analogy. And then you also choose the table topic which is also related to all of us, and so it's easier for us to explain. But there is one thing that you need to this is the room for improvement, is you need to tell them, or you need to see the timing, because from 5 speakers I saw 3 speakers actually hasn't reached the minimum time. They haven't spoken for 1 minute, even 1 minute, only like 40 seconds. So it's actually also your job to persuade them to talk more. So that's, and then hopefully, and I think from all the table topics, and then also the speech, and then the guide session, I think everyone can enjoy it, and also the guides, and also the speech crafter. So that's all. Back to you, Ibu Rona.
Thank you very much, Mala, for your general evaluation. Certainly, we will improve and take your points for future meetings. Before we conclude, since we are now on session 3, I would like to hear some feedback or testimonial from some of you. So I would like to ask Ronnie to share how you feel about and what you think about this Speechcraft.
Okay, Bu Rona, thank you. For me to join this kind of Zoom meeting and this studying is this is new for me. For me, actually, this one is so new, and then to have, you know, like to have to prepare everything, the speech, everything is for me actually, is, frankly speaking, is stressful, because you know it's first time, it's, you know, it's, I don't know if this is right or not, and bring up everything is good or not, is, yeah, it's quite stressful for me. But I think we will pass through. I think we will learn. I think it's all the same. The Khalid, I think probably they have the same experience from me. As for me, is this is quite new. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you. Next, can I call Kadek Tony? Thank you very much for sharing, Pak.
You're welcome, Bu.
Kadek?
Thank you, Rona. For me, the Speechcraft is very, very good. I feel I can increase my speaking skills, and I hope the next time I can talk in English, and I can increase any skill that I never doing it before. I think that's all, Rona.
Okay, thank you. I would like to call Budi Hartoyo. Budi, is Budi still here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. For me is most important for me is I must increase in my English skill, but the public speaking is in English is new for me, so very interested to join in this program. That's all.
Okay. Do you feel the benefit?
Yes, also. Yes, coach.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Let me call next is Steny.
Thank you for, yes, thank you, Purana. To me, this is also new, and this is quite a challenge for me because I'm very seldom to give a speech or even explaining things in front of others. So this is helping me to learn, and I think I can improve. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there any feedback from the speech crafter which we need to improve for our future meeting? How can we get better? Any feedback from the guides or from the speech crafter? If there is no feedback, then our meeting is adjourned. And thank you very much for participating to all the guides and speech crafter. I think we have a good time in this meeting and we learn and have fun. Let's give a round of applause to all of us. And thank you very much for all of you for spending the night with us tonight.
Thank you,
Okay, good night,
everyone.
everyone.
Okay, thank you,
Good
guys.
night.
Thank you, all the guys. Thank you,
Thank
Jenny,
you.
Pak Arlan,
Thank
Din,
you.
Mala. Thank you, Mbak Din. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.